guys, and yes, it's another book haul! Dun dun dun! I went thrift book shopping and I posted some pictures on social media. If you saw them, awesome. Michaela from Michaela Eve Reads asked if I was going to do a book haul and I was unsure about it, but then I thought, why not? So here we go. The only hardback I picked up was Rick Riordan's Throne of Fire, the second book in the Kane Chronicles. I do already have this, but it's in paperback, and all my other Rick Riordans are in hardcover. Chris found this while I was perusing all the paperbacks, and I was like, I already have it. And he was like, yeah, but don't have it in hardcover. And I was like, very true. So got this one, and I will be unhauling the paperback version, and I have a bunch of other books to unhaul as well. That video will be coming soon-ish. I need to pick up the other two books in this series. I currently have them on audio. The characters kind of transcribe the story, so it's really, really good on audio. I have not physically read the books because obviously I don't have the first one in the series. The series is basically about brother and sister going through a whole heap of stuff, but as with Rick Riordan, kind of brings in different mythologies such as Norse with his latest Magnus Chase series, Greek with the Percy Jackson series, and Roman with the Heroes of Olympus series. This deals with Egyptian mythology and it's really, really good. There's only 3 books in the series. If you like Egyptian mythology or any of Rick Riordan's other stuff, I highly suggest you read this series. I also picked up The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. I know I've wanted to read it since Reagan from Peruse Project mentioned it. I have no idea what this story's about, but I know it's kind of historical fiction. Hopefully I'll get around to reading this sometime soon. Then I picked up Magic Study by Maria V. Schneider. This is the second book in the Poisoner's Study trilogy, I guess. I've already read this series. I don't have it in physical copy. I have the trilogy as audiobooks, which I tend to do a lot. But I really enjoyed this series and I'm wanting to collect all of Maria V. Schneider's works, and I'm wanting to read all of her other stuff. My brain has gone completely blank as to what actually happens in the story right now. My brain's just gone, no, you will not remember a thing. Hopefully I will finish collecting the series soon. The next one I found was, the name of this book is A Secret by Synonymous Bosch. I haven't read these, but obviously one of my booktube besties, Christy from What's Christy's Reading, links down there, has read this series. Kind of had to pick it up seeing as it was just there. I have no idea what this book is about either, but I'm excited to read it because Christy and her kids really, really enjoyed it, so hey! The next one I saw was Alex Carver, Soulcatcher. This is a Maggie Odell novel. Alex Carver writes mystery thriller novels, kind of like Patricia Cornwell with the Kay Scarpetta series. I don't know too much about this one and I don't know where it falls in the series. I've got, I think, book 1 and book 6. I have no idea what the number this is, but I read book 1 and whenever I tend to see these, I pick them up because I want to read the whole series, and plus one of my friends really, really loves the Alex Carver books and I can see why because obviously I've read the first one. The next one I saw was How to Love by Katie Cotugno. I have no clue what this book is about. It was just really eye-catching. It has a decent rating on Goodreads. This was a total cover buy because it's kind of striking and in your face and it looked pretty interesting. So, yeah. One of the first ones that I saw on the shelf was All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I think everyone on BookTube has already read this. I am so far behind, but I'll get to it when I get to it. Sheesh. People have said that it's emotional and heart-wrenching, and that's probably why I haven't gone and got it sooner, because I like my books to be heavy. Well, they can have a little bit of bad stuff happen, but you know, I generally want things to end up happy. So, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this book, but now I actually own it, so I can read it and see why everyone loves this book. I picked up The Rain by Virginia Bergen. I think that's how you say it. Yes. Not too sure on the whole ins and outs on this book, but I have The Rain and the Storm on audio. I just haven't got around to listening to them yet, but it sounds interesting because there's something in the rain that can kill you. Me living in England where it rains quite a lot, it seemed like a really interesting premise. I don't think this book's set in England though, but just the idea of something in the rain trying to attack you and kill you sounds interesting. So I thought, hell, why not? It sounded interesting. I picked it up also because I have it on audio. I thought, why not? Then I saw Across the Wall by Garth Nix. I haven't read any Garth Nix yet, but I do have the All Kingdoms series on audio. Shocking. I have the first book, Sabriel, in physical copy. It's like right there, if you can actually see it. This is a collection of 13 short stories, I think. What does it say? 13 stories from blah, 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 blah. I don't know where it falls into the series, or even if it is a part of the series. I have to look that up. But I really want to start the Old Kingdom series because the few people that have read Garth Nix really enjoy his books. So it's time for me to read books and see if I'm jumping on the Garth Nix bandwagon. The next one I saw was The Help by Catherine Stockett. Yes, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've already read this book. If you haven't read the book or seen the movie, this is a collection of stories from black women who were maids in the 1960s. I saw this, I picked it up, and I think it's time for a reread. So, yeah. Then I saw If I Stay by Gail Forman. I have not read a Gail Forman novel, so I have no clue what it's about. I haven't seen the movie either, but people seem to really enjoy Gail Forman from the consensus of the people that I watch on BookTube. I saw it, I picked it up, and I'll get round to reading it eventually. The last two books that I picked up from the Thrift bookstore are solely because of Michaela from Michaela Eve Reads, links in the thing. I first saw this when I was going through my Twitter. She kept putting the abbreviations of the book dimmily, and I was confused as to what she was mentioning, so I did a little bit of Twitter stalking. Hey, we all do it. Let's be realsies. I found out that she was talking about this series, and it is Did I Mention I Love You and Did I Mention I Need You? And these are by Estelle Mascame. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably wrong. Michaela seemed to really enjoy this series. I saw book 1 and book 2 on the shelves, and I kind of had to pick them up. I trust Michaela's taste in books, so they were there and I picked them up. Woo! And lastly, my Amazon order turned up, so we all know what this book is, but I'm gonna unbox it anyway. Yes! Gemina by J. Christoph and Amy Kaufman. This is the second book in the series, the Illuminae Files. If you haven't read Illuminae, you really should. It's amazing. This story is told through mixed media. So you have all this interesting stuff happening as you're reading it. It's a lot thinner than I thought it would be, but I don't care. So long as the story's good, which I am sure it will be, I'm happy. So that's all the books that I picked up. If you like this video, don't forget to give it that all-important thumb. Don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this haul, if it was completely redundant, if you'd already seen the pictures on social media, or if you enjoyed me sitting here chatting about them. As always, the t-shirt I'm wearing today is this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye! Ha. Project. Reagan from perused words. Katie took one of the all the bright pace. Okay, done. Totally kind of. I think